on the PS2. It's played on the Mega Man X Collection. Well, this is when my heart really started to sing as soon as this game started, as soon as I started to hear this music play. I don't know what the heck was going on with the soundtrack for the sequel to Mega Man X. Mega Man X is one of the best soundtracks of all time. And apparently, I guess Capcom was under orders to reduce the audio footprint or something. I don't know. I'm under the impression this game was a 16 megabit cartridge. It might have been 24. Because what was it? Mega Man X on the Super NES was a 12 megabit cartridge. And this is the C2 chip, I believe it's called. It's a special chip that Capcom put in this game for some God knows what reason. To do some quick polygonal calculations, and you can see right here, it looks god-awful. It probably impressed a few people, back in the day, I guess, because just the idea of seeing a polygon moving at 15 FPS, I guess, is a big deal, but I don't think this series was going to be judged based on what kinds of polygonal graphics would be thrown into the 2D space. Because you'll see this on a couple of bosses, but it's never really used for anything useful in this game. It's just used for bosses. And this title sequence here. So that's incredibly unfortunate. And it probably increased the price of the game too, but they knew it was going to sell, so why not? And here's the theme song for the intro theme of Mega Man X2. Again, it's ripe for a remix, because this game, I get the impression that this game just they kind of phoned it in terms of the music most of the time. It's almost as if the first Mega Man X game was based on the idea that, you know what, let's go in with a bang. Now that we've established that bang, let's just stick to the basics. Let's not make things too complicated. Let's keep the soundtrack, let's go with what we got. Let's not spend a bunch of time remixing or re-engineering it so that it sounds better. And I was incredibly disappointed with the soundtrack for this game. Even though it has its moments, it's pretty obvious that the instrumentation's just gone to crap. And Mega Man X1 never would have done that. They had much better sound engineering on that game, so I'll just call that a disappointment. I haven't heard of the Sega Genesis remixes of that. I haven't heard that many good ones though. I'm sure some people have tried to remix it because that Savage Regime guy finally got around to doing the remix of Mega Man X for the Genesis sound chip, and it was fantastic. Oh wait, sorry, crap. So apart from the music, I'm gonna try and splice in the music, but I'm gonna want to try and splice it in with something else. Whoops. I'm gonna try and splice it in with a better soundtrack. See how we can make it work. But yeah, this was incredibly disappointing. Anyway, enough about that. This game gives you a 2-level or a 3-level Mega Buster, but you do not have the Super Mega Buster that we had in the first game. So obviously at some point we're gonna have to choose if we want the Super Mega Buster, and can I jump over here? Yes, I can. Okay, so we're gonna make it. So I guess that was supposed to get grabbed by that thing. You also have the dash right off the bat, so that's fantastic. But like I said, I don't know why Mega Man lost the Super Buster, but And of course, you're never supposed to ask why Mega Man's weapons, all the weapons he got from the bosses in the last game, go away in the sequels either. You're never supposed to ask that. So Mega Man never starts from ground zero, but he never has all of his weapons back. So that's always... It's a bit by this point. You have to accept it. It's not like Batman Arkham City, where you get I think you get most of the upgrades you got in the original game. Except, of course, for the armor and such. Okay, I don't think this counts as a C4 boss. I think it's just, a traditional sprite boss. Like in a lot of Genesis games. It's just a bunch of spears. Yeah, I forget what you call these. It's like the funky, I don't know what you call these. It's like necklace limbs. It's a 16-bit trope where, in order to make bosses large and make, the limbs dangerous, then you have to put them on a little necklace, which is why all these circles form an arm. Instead of just making one big long arm, you have a bunch of spheres that form an arm, and it retracts, and it retracts and all that like a necklace, which is just kind of weird. What other games did that? Because I want to say there were several Genesis games that did that. Like I said, it was just a 16-bit pixel artist had to use back then because it was too hard to come up with really long limbs. Because you might overdo the sprite limit on these 16-bit consoles. So then some of them just said, okay, then we'll just, instead of just having one big long sprite, that's hard to animate properly, then we'll just have a bunch of smaller sprites that move in unison. So that works. Yeah, I'm supposed to be skipping the story, but... okay, we'll make this a 10-minute video after all. So, we got our first save point. So let's see what we can save, yeah. Alright, so I'll tell you what, we'll explore, because this game is actually a lot tougher than the original game. I don't remember the order that I went through the first time I rented this game from the Blockbuster. I don't know, was it a Blockbuster, or was it I think it was Potomac Heron Video, I don't even remember anymore. Well, back to the game. We'll just do a quick tour to get to 10 minutes. Okay, so the Flame Stag is some decent music. The Magma Centipede has some decent music too. That's some more not. But there's a lot of like just screechingly bad music in this game. Overdrive Ostrich is pretty good. But there's some like ear splitting, fingernails on a chalkboard bad music in this game. This is not one of them. In fact, I would argue this is probably the tune that most needs a remix, because it's the one that has the most potential. That and the Flame Stag, I suppose. Okay. I don't remember. I think I beat the Flame Stag with the Overdrive Ostrich weapon. I don't remember. I can't get past this till I get another weapon, so. There's a drill or whatever that I can use to get past that. Yeah, you might. Yeah, I have not played this game since I rented it from Blockbuster. So so that was when it was released. I want to say it's been 22 years since I've played this game. Now I remember it being tough, but I remember Mega Man X3 being like super hard, like embarrassingly hard. I can't charge the weapon on this thing. Whoops! Well, I lost it anyway. Off to a roaring start, kids. Okay. Made it past there with a dash jump. Yeah, could have gotten me past all that. Alright, well, never mind. There's no rush in these games, as I recall. Is that a Mode 7 effect? That's a weird... Well, it probably isn't, but at least this game has some decent parallax scrolling for the sand back there. Forgot what the stupid sand does. Whoops. Well, I beat him. So if I still had my bike, I guess I could have taken that ramp. Whoop, here we go. Okay, so I can turn around. Yeah, I can turn around. And why would I do that? I don't know, but there we go. Wow. Thrilling. Don't know what that was about. Literally, the bike was just there so I can ram it into that thing. I mean, yay, I guess. Yes. Not dead, not dead, not dead. So there's nothing down here that I can. There were some secret areas in the game. I think it was it the Storm Eagle stage that one wall that you would slide down to open up a heart container or something? I don't think I can get to that. Yeah, I might need a special item. Maybe I should just go back and forth to get my health back. Yeah, probably won't be that useful. I almost sort of wish that the game would stop spawning weapon energy capsules if I don't have any weapons or if my weapon energy is full already. I kind of just wish the games would be smart enough by this point to recognize you don't need any more weapon capsules. They're just trash power-ups. Maybe later Mega Man X games got around to that, but after a while you're supposed to pick up on these things. But busted, 1990s game design. I mean, yeah. Basically, power-ups you don't need. Or not even power-ups, just literally loot you don't need. Loot you can't pick up because it serves no purpose. Or loot you pick up that's not going to serve you any purpose anyway, so... Why are they even giving... Like, why are they giving me blue capsules if I don't have any weapons? You know what I mean? That whole thing. Or at least allow weapon capsules to be worth a tiny amount of, you know, regular energy. Like, you can choose. Like, okay, pick up an energy capsule, and then you can transfer the energy between your weapons and your life meter. How does that sound? And I made it to the boss already. Wow. Yes, this is the boss. I'm fighting the overdrive ostrich on a rocket. I don't remember this part. Yeah, I don't remember this part. There's a lot about this game, apparently. I seem to have forgotten. Well, I blew something up. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, yeah. The whole shadow in the background thing. So he's not a road runner. He's an overdrive ostrich. That. Oh, what? That was kind of nasty. What's a slightly bigger arena? There he goes. Didn't see him coming. I'm gonna die, so... Oh well, I don't have any energy crystal. I don't have any energy packs either. Well, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna give him the fight of his life. There he goes. I can dash with the right trigger, I forgot. Well, R1 on this PS2 controller. How did I know he was gonna do that? There he goes. Whoa! Okay, I forgot where he's actually supposed to land when he does that. Well, it's gonna be a 10-minute video after all. I'll come back later, don't worry. If I die, I'll just come back later. For this won't be a terribly difficult boss. Just, you know, I don't have any weapons to beat him with, except my regular buster. If there are any sound cues here, I'm not able to hear them. So you know. There he goes. Whoops! See? Yeah, that's how I know he's gonna do that. There he goes. So there's a little bit of sprite scaling going on there, but you know, kind of a simple effect. Again, the pixel art here is better than it is in most of the areas of the game, but it's not great. You know. Whoops! See? That's how I knew he was gonna do it. And I can see the let's see. Did I miss it? Yeah, there he goes. And yeah, I always like the idea of games doing that bit where, you know, enemies that are going to attack you are in the background. Like, what is it? Like, Battle Maniacs, even the Battletoads game did that, where you could see the volcanoes going off in the background. That would tell you that eventually the lava would hit you in the foreground. So that was kind of a cute bit. Ha! That's a funky little jump. Good. Darn it! The distance I haven't perfected yet. No, you don't. Background. Yep, there he is. No, you don't. I'm gonna die, so see what you can get. Practice. There he goes. Let's see. Okay. I tried. I died. But I tried.